Aditya, it's on student actually. पीपीटी से आप कितने मार्क्स निकाल पाओगे वो तो मुझे नहीं पता. I cannot be exact sure about that. But yes, we have covered all the topics. We have not left anything in the discussion part. So it is upon you. पीपीटी से आप कितना मार्क्स ले सकते हैं. I mean, I'm not very much sure, no, that which way is comfortable for you. आपको पीपीटी ज़्यादा मतलब प्रेफरेबल है या फिर बुक से पढ़ना, क्योंकि मैं जब पढ़ती थी तो लाइक इट वाज आई वाज प्रेफरिंग बुक्स ओवर पीपीटी. तो मेरे पास ई बुक और हार्ड कवर बोथ आई यूज टू प्रेफर. पीपीटी तो इट वाज लाइक लास्ट मिनट सिर्फ देखने के लिए. So I don't know. It is your choice. The resources are there. Even today, in fact, I'm going to upload the book also in your e-content. So that will be also done. So you can refer it whenever you'd like. अरे मैं डरा नहीं रही हूँ, मैं सिर्फ बता रही हूँ कि आपको जो भी मतलब इट इज ऑन यू, राइट? लाइक if you're okay with PPT, then okay, go for PPT. But if you're okay with the e-content, e-book, then also it's fine. The portion syllabus is going to remain same, whether you go for PPT or whether you go for e-book. तो ये तो अभी आप पर है कि आपको क्या रिफर करना है. आपने कॉन्सेप्ट सही से समझ लिया है तो ठीक है, तो पीपीटी भी सही रहेगी. अगर कॉन्सेप्ट सही में समझ लिया है तो सारे एमसीक्यूज इजी ही रहेंगे. ओके, कैन वी नाउ स्टार्ट द सेशन प्लीज? I hope everybody is ready with their consoles. Please open up your console. We are going to see a new practical today. हाँ, इधर आ जो बंद कर दे. Okay, my screen is visible. Okay. The practical which we are going to intend to do today is your practical number 3. Implement a program using array for stack that performs your total 5 operations: push, pop, peep, change, and display. Okay, so we are going to first of all revise your stacks and its operations. We have seen stacks and its operations in our class. Okay, so that is what we are going to revise first. All the conditions for stack being empty or stack being full. Okay, what are the things you need to take care? That is what we are going to discuss. And then one by one we shall see each of the functions or say the operations, that is push, pop, peep, change and display. Okay. So first of all tell me, if I give you a short note that write a short note on stacks for 4 marks. So what you are going to write there? What do you understand by stacks? Give answer in a technical way, okay? Take 30 seconds to think over and give me the answer. Unmute, you can unmute yourself also.
Stack is a linear data structure which performs leaf to a leaf
Correct, Tushar.
which runs on the basis of leaf.
Right. And Tushar writing in the comment also. You are also right. Used to store similar data in particular order. Correct. Tushar Sethia, what you said is also right. It follows the LIFO format for the operations. Okay, last in, first out. One more thing which you should not miss is that mentioning that it has a top variable, right? It has a top variable. Stack is always going to have one top variable which is used. What is the use of that top variable? It is used to maintain the topmost element position. Okay, or you can say in other words, position of the topmost element is maintained by your top variable. So that means your top variable is always going to point to the element which was added the last. Okay, so you don't forget that variable. Top is an important variable in stack. Okay, because it is going to have, or say it is going to point at the last added element. Okay, which is the topmost element on your stack. So with the help of these two, I mean the stack and the top, you are going to perform the following operations of push, operation of pop, peep, display and change. Okay. So for the push operation, the first thing which we should check is that if you can remember in the slide, there were some preconditions. So the precondition was that stack should be initialized and it should be empty for push operation. What is a push operation? It is an insertion operation. Okay. So for to perform your push operation, first of all, don't go and rush starting to add the element and increment the top. Don't do that. Okay. Wait and check that is your stack initialized. Second thing, is that initialized stack empty? So what is the condition for stack being empty?
-1. Top equal to -1.
Correct. When your top is equals to -1, exactly, Nikita. When your top is equals to -1, then you can say that your stack is empty. And if that condition is true, okay, then you can add. Or in reverse, if you want to check that for stack being full. So what is the condition for stack being full?
If stack size, yes, means top is equals to stack size -1.
Correct. If top, Nikita, it is not equal to, it will be equal to. Okay, if top is equals to stack size -1, that means your top is residing at the topmost position, or say the index value in your stack. Okay, and there is no more indexes where you can go and add the element. So if, what you can write in your push operation only, you can write if top is equals to stack size -1. Okay, stack size -1, you can store it in another variable if you want, or you can directly go and operate here. So if top is equals to stack size -1, then you are going to write in printf that stack is overflowing. Okay, else if it is not full, then what you are going to do, first of all you are going to increment your top. Okay, so if it is the first element, the very first element to be added in the stack, then from -1 to your top will be pointing at 0, and then at that 0th index you are going to add your element. So in your program, how you are going to approach, see, this is my ID. Okay, I shall create one project. Fine, this is my window. Let me just remove the unnecessary code. I don't need this. Void. All right, now see, don't go and again, I'm saying don't go and start typing. Okay, I've always encouraged you to write the comments. So what is this? What I'm going to do in this particular code? Program for stack operations with the help of arrays. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to initialize my stack first of all, because that is the precondition for all the operations. Okay, so the same way as you are defining and declaring your stacks in the arrays, in the same way integer stacks. Okay, my size here, let's say I'm giving it as 10, or I can give it as 15 also. Okay, and integer top is equals to -1. Okay, why I'm declaring it here globally? Because I want to use this stacks and top in each of my function. Okay, user defined function of push, pop, peep, and those user defined functions I'll be writing outside my main. All right, so to give it a global scope, I'm writing it here. I'm defining it globally. Now see, as you have total 5 operations to be done. Okay, so you are going to give your user the choice of operation. Okay, so for that you are going to write, let your user know that exactly what you are doing. Fine. So stacks operation. Okay, and slash n. Then you're going to ask, find that enter the choice of, oh wait, you have to ask this every time, so it will be inside your switch case. Okay, so directly you can go for a while loop, while c. Now see, I have taken one variable here c, so I'm going to go and initialize it integer c. Okay, I'll also need a variable choice. Fine, so I'm going to take ch. Now why I'm keeping this while loop here? This while loop going to ask the user continuously for the various choice of operation. Okay, so until and unless user is not giving the exit, the input. Yeah, so exit input is 0, or so till that amount of time this while loop is going to run, and where that 0 and 1 is going to get stored in this c. So whenever this c is going to have value 1, that many times this while loop shall run. Okay, you can also implement do while loop, no issues with that. I'm using while loop. You can also go for do while loop. Okay, now inside this while loop, you are going to ask the user. Okay, so again a state comment, ask user for choice of operation. Okay, in your printf, you are going to write the statement. I'm not writing it here right now, but here what you are going to write, enter the choice, okay, choice of operation, and you can give 1 dot push, 2 dot peep, sorry, pop, 3 dot peep, 4 dot display, and 5 dot change. Okay, that is what you are going to take. I mean print. And in scanf, you are going to take that choice, whichever number the user is implementing. So ampersand ch. Okay, once this is done, you are going to move that choice into your switch case. Okay, so case 1, it will be your push function. Okay, and break. Then case 2, it will be your pop function and break. See, first, if logic is clear to you, then you can build a skeleton like this. Okay, see, I'm not going and writing the exact, you can say the code here. I'm building up a, you can say a skeleton first. So push, pop, peep, or you can say the structure first, structure of your code. That is what I am building up, because the logic for me is clear. But if logic is not clear, then don't go like this. Okay, it is not advisable. Push, pop, peep, display, the last case, that is for change. Okay, and my default printf statement, invalid choice, enter between the given choice number. Okay, fine. So this switch case is going to run like this. Now after this switch case, because we have given here while C, okay, so we are going to ask again the user, this is end of switch. Now you are going to ask user again if he or she wants to go for next round of operation. Okay, so you are going to again write one printf statement. Do you want more operations? Okay, whatever the user is, entering, 0 or 1. Okay, if it is 0, then no more operations, no more rounds. Okay, but if it is 1, then this C is going to have that value 1. Okay, here it is going to go for end of while. Okay, now once it is out here, it is again going to go back here. It is again going to check for this condition. So it is getting 1. So again, you'll this printf and scanf will run. This switch case is going to run. Okay, you can also write one exit also. If you want to give the choice, then you can just write here choice number 6 for exit. In that you can write a simple printf statement. Thank you for trying out. Okay, or let's say doing the operations. Okay, this you can write it as your exit statement, or even you can write exit one, whichever is your choice. Okay, I want a printf statement in my exit. So here in my printf, what I'm going to write here is 1, then my operation /n, then 2, my operation name /n, 3, operation name /n, and so on till choice number 6. Okay, so 6 is my exit statement. And if the user is not entering between 1 to 6, then this default is going to run. Okay, saying it is an invalid choice, enter between the given choice number. All right. Now once this is done, we are going to target your push operation. Okay, so as I said, I am going to declare it outside. It is not within my main. It is going to be declared outside my main. Okay, so here outside void push. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all check that stack is empty. Okay, so if my top is equal stack size -1, this condition, see, this is not how I'm going to implement. Okay, this is not the actual code, top equal stack size -1, because then where am I going to get this stack size? That is your logic. This is what the condition you should be using. Okay, so if your top is equal to stack size -1, that means printf statement you are going to write stack overflow. Okay, but if it is not, then you are going to write an else statement, and inside that else you are going to write, first of all, you are going to increment. Okay, so top plus plus. Okay, and wherever the top is, for the given index, you are going to give the user entered value. Now you have to take that user entered value, so again you are going to write one printf statement, enter your element. Okay, and you are going to scan that, and you are going to hold that in one variable, let's say x. Okay, so you have to initialize this x also. The structure is clear, program structure clear to everybody, how we are going to target this program? Yes or no? Till here, okay, till here it is clear how we are going to approach, inside your main, and how we are going to declare at least your push function. I'm not talking about pop peep display yet, just this push function. Till here it should be clear to everyone. Okay, then please start implementing till here. Go and declare your stack, the top variable, and build your main such that you have a switch case in that, and that switch case is going to run till the user want. Okay, so you have to use a while loop, or if you are comfortable with do while, then do while is also fine. You can use your do while loop also, and then go and declare one push function and try to run it. Do you need the algorithm for push? Then I can open up the PPT and keep it for you. Yes, students, would you like to have the algorithm for your reference on the screen? Okay. You can make your program a bit more dynamic by asking the stack size from the user. If you get any doubts, you are free to ask, okay? And if you have completed, then also do let me know. Okay. Though I have made changes now, so do tell me which part you want to see. Because even I was also coding along with you. Starting which part? Main? Okay, here it is.
And
Yes?
why we are using switch in this case? Because if we use switch, we are not able to perform all the functions. Because or if we want to implement a stack as a whole function, we need to first do push, pop, pick, and display. So we have to run it in one single loop. After it will perform for each element. It will pop, push, and do the thing. Why should why we are keeping the choice function, switch function?
We are keeping choice of operation because we want user to choose. You can, if you want to go like directly to pop, that is what I'm understanding correctly, right? That first you don't want to go for push, but you want to go for pop. Correct? What I'm understanding from your question, is it correct?
Okay, I got it.
What I didn't actually. I was trying to understand your question. What you asked me was
I was saying ki, why we are not using this whole function
the
into a single
normal
way,
way.
because
The normal
if
way, right?
if one way, we can't use it as a choice function. We can't do only push function. We need to do push, pop, break, display, everything. We can't do only a
No,
single
what?
function by our choice only.
Yes, you can do it, but what will happen? If you
Because
are not
stack
keeping
follows
this
before
well,
function na first in last out. Then it should
yes.
automatically pop it out.
Yes, yes. So in if you're doing it in a continuous manner, you won't be able to, push a certain amount of elements at one go. What it is going to happen if you normally write like here only, first push, then you're declaring a pop, then you're declaring a peep, like in a normal method, like line by line, if you are going, then one element entered. Okay, then if you are going for printf statement, then you can see that okay, that element got entered. But if you're not going for the printf statement, directly you are implementing push, then you implemented pop. Okay, so that entered first element is obviously the topmost element, so in the next line of code it is going to be pop. Then peep, the top is at -1, so it is going to show you stack is empty. Okay, and then you go for display, but as stack is empty, nothing is going to get displayed. And for the change, there has to be some element to change with. Okay, so that's why we are not going in that manner. In fact, or instead, we are giving the user the choice. So 3 times he can enter, so there are 3 elements in the push. Then you can go for pop, peep, display, change. Okay, that is what the way is. You can go for the way which you are suggesting, but it is not going to be fruitful. Also, if you don't keep it in loop, then it is that program is only going to run once, so you won't get the proper answer. Okay, or you won't get the proper understanding that exactly what happened in your program.
And then it shouldn't be called the proper stack function, because we are not doing it once, we are choosing it again and again.
Yeah,
Then
because
it
we have
should
to
be
fill up
proper
the
stack.
stack. No, we have to fill up the stack. We do have to fill up the stack one by one. See, the stack is not going to get filled up, on its own, right? For each iteration, for each push function, we are going and adding the element. But if what I am understanding, and if you are trying to make me understand correctly, then what you are saying is that if there is a void main of mine like this, right? And I am out without using switch case. Okay, I'm going for push operation, then I'm commanding it for a pop operation, then I'm going for a peep operation. Okay, then a display, and in the end I'm going for a change operation. Now see what is going to happen here. You have written the push operation here, okay, the logic for push. So it is going to go, the control is going to go here at this push function. Okay, it is going to check that top is equals to stack size -1. So it is false because top is pointing at -1 first of all. So it is going to enter this element. Okay, so if you can visualize the stack here, which you have declared, one element will be entered at the 0th position. Okay, then the control is going to come back to your main. What is the next line of code? Pop. Okay, and according to the pop definition and logic, it is going to pop out the topmost element. Now the topmost element here is at index 0. Okay, there are no other elements in your stack. The first element is itself your last element. Why? Because you did only
I am
once.
Ma'am, I am not telling to use a function type of function. We can create in one loop. Maybe it will be complicated, but we can do like if we insert a one number, then it will automatically point it to the top. Oh, there is a problem. Yeah, okay, I got it. There is a problem.
And what will be that problem, Tushar?
It will.
That
It
is what
will.
I was trying. Go ahead.
I was thinking that we have a bunch of numbers already given, and we will push it, and we will write a code in that way. It will automatically remove the last number, and it will then again
No,
point it. But we have to implement first the stack array also.
exactly.
Okay, okay, got it.
Okay, Aditya, is it okay to switch case? Have you seen? Okay, you already gave the answer. Fine. Let me check my push function is working. No. What is the issue? Okay.
Ma'am, you have not given scanf properly.
No. That is okay. Even that reference, I have not yet declared my other functions. No, that's why I was change and exit. Okay. Copy display change done. And that is what that report window is saying. Okay, and scanf is also done. Anything else I'm missing? Semicolon, scanf top equal to top x. Top is initialized to -1, and I'm taking the size from the user, so size -1. Okay. Enter the size, let's say 4. Enter the choice of operation. Number 1. Okay, that will be my next statement. Fine. Enter new element 25. Stop working. Okay. Once you finish with your push function, do let me know, okay? You don't have to see in my screen. You can see it for the reference, but don't, just going on looking and you are sitting there. I am definitely going to show you the program, but you have to work also as I am working with you. Anybody over? Done with the program? This push function? Okay, the while loop is not running. Break is there. Okay. Yes, anybody finished? Enough time was given to you. Finished anyone? Manav? Show me your screen. Show me till what part you have reached. Present your screen. Oh, you are in switch case. Okay, go on. Be quick, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Vidhi, present your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The just close that console and go down for a push operation. Okay. Are you aware with pop operation, Vidhi?
Yeah, almost.
Then, yeah, then you may proceed with pop.
Okay, ma'am.
Anybody else finished? Pathik? Pathik, are you there? Show me till where have you reached? हाँ ठीक है, तुम करना अपना, सिर्फ मेरे को दिखा दो कि कहाँ तक पहुंचे हो. क्यों, स्क्रीन शेयरिंग में क्या दिक्कत है? ओके. यशांक, अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर करो.
Okay, ma'am. negligible.
पहले तो है ना ये पॉप पीप डिस्प्ले और चेंज अभी हमने इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं किया ना, तो कमेंट दैट पार्ट. Do a multi-line comment forward and forward star. Okay, and go to case number 4, 5, 5, where change is mentioned. Yeah, after the break statement of case 5. Semicolon of that break. Do there star and forward slash. Okay, so that much part is commented. Okay, now go and read the program. That's what I can see in the error. Okay. Run the program. Yasham. Okay, there is something not correct in your push operation. Pratik, I'll see just a minute, okay? Once I finish with Yashang, I'll see your image. Yashang, close the window, console window. Okay, go to your push function. Okay, rest of the things are correct. Go to your case 1. Okay, run it again. Okay, it is showing me stack overflow. Have you defined anywhere the stack size? Yasham?
Yes, ma'am.
Stack size is defined where? Okay, and where are you taking the size? Size of an array to be asked from the user. So you'll get some value in stack size. Scroll a bit down. Yes, you are not taking the size from the user. Okay, and that's why it is directly going for printing your stack overflow. It is not getting the stack size to check the condition. Have a look on my screen. Not presenting. See, before going for that while or say the loop, I'm taking a stack size, okay? And this size, I told you that it is going to get passed here. So that is my stack size, okay? You can either store this whole value into a separate variable and pass that variable here. But as you have not taken any size, Yasham, it is for you. You have not mentioned or taken any size from the user, but here you are using stack size -1. So that's why it is directly printing you the stack overflow statement. Got your mistake?
Yes, yes,
Pathik, you don't need a break statement in your void push. Rest of the things seems okay. Okay, students, with the you are in inserting value. Okay, just present your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Students, please be quick. Okay, we are not going to spend this whole session in just one function. Okay, what is the error?
I'm not facing any error, but I'm not getting output for like option for switch case.
Enter stacks element. I mean, what is the size which you have given? Is it 38?
No, it's 50.
Actually, I'm not able to see the screen properly. So I'm just making out from the shapes which I can see. I'm not able to read. Can you just zoom your screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wait. Okay, this is not you are supposed to be doing. Okay, enter the elements, enter the stack elements. Though it is correct because in array we are adding it like that. But here, along with adding in the stack, you have to increment your top also,
Okay.
which you are not doing in your for loop. Okay, so if you want to keep this as it is, though it is not the way we are going to go, but if you want to still, despite of that, you want to keep it as it is, then it is not only the stack which you are filling up inside your for loop, but you have to increment your top also every time you are using or say you are inserting the element in the stack. Okay,
Okay.
so if you want to keep it like this,
I just
then
want to try.
also increment your top. Okay, if you or you can remove this for loop, enter the stack element. Okay, you remove that and do it with push operation.
Uh, okay. Like this for loop and push function.
No. You are not doing it. You are adding that for loop in push function. You have to add element one by one. So if you are doing this for push function, then in one loop only, that means in one choice, once you give push, okay, this for loop is going to run. So with one choice only, you are adding all the elements. That is not I want you to do. I want you to add element one by one again and again after you choose that many times push operation. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
Ma'am, I am not able to execute the code.
Tushar, just show me a screen. What is the error? Can you read it for me? I am not able to make out those statements in red.
In function uh, push error expected equal sign comma 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 ASM
Tushar, wait.
or attribute before void void p
Tushar, I guess there is some network issue. Your voice was also lagging very much, and the display is also not
void
clear to
pp
me. The
using the
error part. The
comments
error part is not very
section.
clear.
Why it's showing void am I displaying the error in the chat box? Am I displaying the error in the
Tushar, stop presenting and share the picture of this screen on my WhatsApp. Your voice is lacking very much, and also I'm not able to see the compilation errors you are getting. So I'll just see in my WhatsApp and I'll let you know.
Ma'am,
Yes, Yashang.
ma'am, I'm able to execute it, but it is also taking the elements, but it is going in some
Going in
infinite loop.
infinite loop, yeah? Yeah, okay. Share the screen. Tushar, stop presenting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Where have you placed your while loop? Wait, don't execute. Switch case is there. Okay, while, wait. Now go down. Wait now. Okay, here you are not asking the user to enter the choice of stack operation again, because user is going to enter between 1 to 6. Okay, and in our while loop we are only accepting 1 and 0. Correct? So go and implement it first. Implement the program first. Let me see the infinite loop it is going. No, you are not doing, you are not going to do like this. Just one element for one index value. Enter one element.
Yes, ma'am. I entered 5.
Go for your again a choice one. Enter one. Give enter.
Without entering any value.
There is a limit. Your top is getting incremented, no? So once you reach the limit, it is going to give you stack overflow. Also, you have not given one exit statement. You can give an exit statement that if you want to exit in between, then you can exit also after change. Are you getting Yashang or not?
Yeah, but ma'am, we have given a default statement.
Default statement is for user not entering the choice between 1 to 6. Suppose user is entering choice number as 100 or say 10 or say 7, then that default case is going to run and it is going to tell the user that please enter the valid input from between the choices given. Okay, default case is not to end or say to display. Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, students, we are going forward now. We are going for a pop operation. In pop operation, you are supposed to be decrementing. Okay, decrementing your top, because pop is your delete operation, right? Let me just present the screen. I hope screen is visible to all. The pop operation is supposed to be removing the item from the stack, okay, and returning with top item. So what you are going to do is first you're going to check the precondition that stack is there and it is not empty. So that means if top is equals to minus 1, what you're going to write in if statement? If top is equals to minus 1, then in your printf you are going to write stack is empty. Okay. But if it is not, then in else part, you are going to write first one printf statement, percentage %d, element is getting deleted. Okay, and you are going to return the element pointed by your top. Okay, at first. Then you are going and decrementing your top. So top is equals to minus 1. Okay, this is your algorithm. Wherever the top is pointing at, in else part, I am repeating the else part, wherever the top is pointing at, that element you are going to give the information to the user that this particular element is getting deleted. Okay, and then you are decrementing your top parameter. Fine. Exactly, you're not going and vanishing that value. Okay, you are just decrementing the top. So in your program, when you are going for your pop operation, okay, so you'll check if top is less than equal to, or you can write here equal to. Okay, if top is equal minus 1, that means your stack is empty, so you cannot do any delete operation. But if it is not empty, okay, then your top will be pointing at some of the index value between 0 to 10 or the size which you have given. Fine. So first of all, you are going to tell the user that which element is getting deleted. So wherever your top is pointing currently, that element you are going to print. Okay. And then you are decrementing your top. Fine. So that is how you are going to go for your pop operation. Quickly implement, all of you. We are still 2 operation to go and we need to complete it in this lab. Keep a little bit of speed, okay, in working. A little bit. Otherwise, you guys are fine. And don't forget to write the comments, okay? Aditya, show me a screen. Excuse me. Aditya, okay, run the program. Before push, scroll down. Wait. Go up. Okay, wait. Uh, Aditya, in your one dot push printf statement, it won't be /n, it will be /n. Line number 12.
Now it is fine, ma'am.
Yes. Now run the program. It is still taking the previous program only. Do one thing, copy the whole code and refresh this window.
Okay. Shall I stop presenting?
Yes.
Ma'am,
Yes.
I am having doubt.
Yes, Yashan.
Ma'am, once we are executing the code, it will ask us to enter the size of array, and then first I will perform the push operation twice, like entering 5 and then 3 and then again, and then third time if I'm entering pop, then it is saying the popped element is 5. That means whatever element we are entering for the first time, it goes on the top of the entered array. Is it so?
No, then it is wrong. No. Show me a program.
Wait a second, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Is it visible?
Yes.
So, should I execute it once?
Yes.
Now here, ma'am, first I will go for
Push operation.
push operation. Yes. Then I will enter element. So let's say 5. Again, if I go for push operation, it will take the value in array.
Correct.
Yes. And let's say I put 3.
Hmm.
Now if I go for pop operation, then it is saying the popped element is 3. Enter your choice, please.
Correct. Because
So
3
ma'am,
is the topmost element. 3 is placed at the very top. Okay?
so that means the element we first entered in array is sitting at
Hmm.
the bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the doubt, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Students who are done with pop operation, you can move forward with your peep operation. Peep is nothing but simply to return the topmost variable wherever your top is pointing at. Okay? It is peep here. So in your peep operation, you are going to check that your stack is not empty. Okay, so the same if condition which you have done in pop. So if the stack is not empty, then you can go for peep. But if it is empty, then you are going to tell the user that stack is empty. In else part, you are simply going to print the top where the top is pointing at. Okay, the index value where the top is pointing at, that data part of the index value you are going to return. Okay, so if you want display push, okay, I have not implemented peep yet. So what you can write here is void peep if top is equal -1. Okay, printf stack is empty. Okay, if it is not the case, then in else part you are simply going to write printf top element of your stack is %d. Okay, and what you are going to take in that %d? Stack of top, wherever currently the top is pointing at. Okay, that is what you are going to take. Fine, so that is your top element of your stack. Okay, here I am going to add case 4. This I am going to change to 5. Okay, and in that I'm going to write peep. Actually, I removed the previous code because I was
I am
getting
on
the
doubt.
error. Okay, and this is break.
Hello,
Yes,
ma'am. I have one doubt. Why you have written peep function in display?
I have not written peep function in display. Display is here, gets over. Out of that, peep is here.
Okay.
I just collapsed my display. I wanted to know that is there any function after display? There was not, so I just collapsed it. It is not inside display, okay?
Ma'am,
With it,
in display function, we have to print all the stack elements.
correct, correct. As you are printing your array elements, in the same way you are going to print the elements of your stack because the stack is implemented using array. Vidhi, if you are done, you can show me a screen.
I'm doing. Peep is done.
Okay. Once that both is finished, do show me your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, Yashang, you can present.
Ma'am, what does display does?
Display will simply display all the elements which are there in your stack. And as we are implementing stack with the help of array, so it will be coded in the same way that for loop which we are using for array elements to be displayed. That same for loop logic we are going to use here. Yashang, you can display your screen.
Ma'am, I am doing for the display. I have done P function.
Okay. What about other students? Smith? Smith, are you there? Okay, absent. Riddhi, show me your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, move down. Still go down. Yeah, you have not asked to for while loop to continue or not. You have given the variable name there, but there has to be some input for that while, right? While C is fine, but where is the input for C?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you have to ask after you have this, you have to ask the user want to continue, and in that answer you have to take either 0 or 1. If it is 1, then while loop will continue. But if your C is equals to 0, then you'll come out of the while loop.
Okay, ma'am. Can I stop sharing, ma'am?
Yes, after your switch case, you have to mention that, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Calling out for Smith again. Smith, if you can listen to me. You can respond in chat or you can respond by unmuting yourself. Smith. Because this, okay, you are there. Present your screen. Why? And why is that so? Okay, then don't you think attending this session is not very fruitful this time for you? Because you are juggling between the two tasks. You are doing your work at office also due to, of course, due to some important reason you'll be there. And you are dedicated to the lectures also, but then it is not fruitful in either way. This also questions your presence of mind. I cannot judge that whether you have understood the program correctly or not. Then what is the use of attending the session? Also, it is going to affect the attendance now. No, it's okay. See, I completely understand that it's fine. As we are at working from home, you are attending the session from home. So there will be work for the study part also, for the home course also. I don't mind that. But do not juggle between the two tasks. You are not fruitful at the work which you are doing right now at your office or maybe at your home, and it is not very fruitful here also. You are just attending the session by joining the session, so it is not fruitful for you. Don't be sorry for that, it's okay. But you cannot, as it is said in an English proverb, you cannot sail in two boats at once. So try to manage your things. Vidhi, present your screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Anuj and Ayush, you will be the next one. Okay, Pathik, I'll do that. Vidhi, run your program. Just keep the window as it is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your pop and peep are working fine because you just did for push and display.
Okay.
Pop
Shall I
and
do
peep.
it again?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You can stop presenting. Pathik, Tushar, I'll share this code once I finish with all the lab, okay? Because if I upload in the e-content, then it will be visible for all the students. And then I don't want another students, directly copy pasting the program and coming in the lab.
Maybe ma'am, you can share it because we can do it right now. We can practice it afterwards. We can cross check it afterwards. We don't have to wait for the weekend or something if there is error in syntax, because logic wise the code is very basic. I don't think the logic will be the problem for anyone.
Correct.
It's all about syntax. We are facing syntax.
Okay, just mark exactly where the syntax issue you are facing at. I'll come back to you. Pathik, display algorithm, you just have to use your for loop. There is no algorithm for display. The for
No,
loop
ma'am.
in array. I'm asking to Pathik, Tushar. Just wait. Okay. Aditya, share your screen. Where the error you are getting? Hello world. Why hello world is getting printed? Run your program, Aditya. Let me see where the problem is. I don't think why hello world is getting printed.
And once I
You
press enter, it just exits from the program. I just refresh the page twice.
go and run the program. Why are you giving the enter? Okay, with the enter it is running. Is that so? I don't think so. Hello world. Oh my god. Okay. That means the compiler is taking the previous printf only, right? There was, I guess, in this is a GDBC online
Yes, ma'am.
compiler. Yeah. Try with another online compiler what they are saying.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Tushar, now you can talk. What you were suggesting?
No, ma'am. I was telling ki it's not about, ma'am, in which section I am facing. It's about ki I can cross check it. I can modify it whether my syntax is getting wrong, because I am not used to the C language so much, because I am practicing my thing in Python.
Okay,
I
okay,
am
okay.
using my first preference language as Python, not C, and it's getting whole whole lot complicated.
Mixed up.
Yes, I'm doing my everything in Python right now, so it's a problem.
Okay, but you are aware with the fact that in DS we are using C language, correct?
Yeah, I know the basics of C, but I am having some issue with syntax, not the logic. Everything is fine except for syntax, because
I mean, that
not
is what
used.
I'm
I'm
trying
not.
to ask.
Ma'am, to be
What
honest, I am
exactly?
using it only in practical lab. I am doing C in only practical lab, and all the other time I'm using Python all my stuff.
Yeah, got it. No problem with that also. But what I'm asking you is exactly at which particular index can you point out that at this particular index I'm facing the issue for syntax? Or what I'm
Right
saying?
now I haven't completed
At
the
what?
code yet because my
At which?
first phase of the code is not running, not executing. So once I can get a code, I can cross check it where my syntax is getting wrong, and I can identify and I can practice the syntax again and again. So I won't face any issue afterwards.
Okay, I'm not
using the
denying that I
syntax.
won't. Yeah, fine, got it. See, I am still like one batch to go. Okay, so that is tomorrow. Tomorrow I have one more lab with B batch where the same thing is
And
going to get
meanwhile,
run.
time I can use some reference book or some gigs for the syntax. It's okay. It's not.
No, I am going to, if you want, I will upload this code for your reference. But what I'm saying is it won't be possible today. Tomorrow,
Okay,
definitely.
I'm sure, ma'am. Till then,
Okay.
I can do. I will manage it. I will manage it with gigs for gigs or some other online.
All right. Still, you have any issue? If you are facing any kind of an issue, then you are free to contact me over email or WhatsApp. Okay, I'll be ready to
Sure,
help.
ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Fine. Okay, so one more function is yet to be discussed. That is your change operation, and I'll continue that in our next lab now. I'm not, hurrying it with the change operation. We'll continue in the next lab that one function, and then we'll see the further experiments. Okay. This is batch A. Okay. AI students, please write your numbers in the chat in serial order. Thank you all for attending this session. AI students, Vidhi, not BD. AI students. Okay, done. BD students. Okay, if you have written your numbers, you are free to leave the session. Thank you all for attending this session. Have a nice day.